your girl TV, and you know we had to do it. We're back with another one. Who are we talking about today? Today we're talking about the Mavs and the Hawks and the Pacers and the Suns. So let's just dive into it. Talk about some stats, give y'all a rundown. We had two games of people scoring high scoring points in the game. So let's top it off with Dallas and Atlanta. Dallas beating Atlanta 148 to 143. And we did not have Kyrie last night. This is his second game. Yeah, his second game out with his right. He has a sprained right thumb. So hopefully he heals faster than expected, and he's ready to come back next game. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but this is the second one that he's out. But let's just talk about the stats, dive into the game. And the first thing we're going to talk about, we got to top it off with the bang, and that is Luka. Going off, y'all. He had 73 points last night. He had 10 rebounds, and he had 7 assists. So it's like big ups to you. So now he is the fourth. I think he's tied at the fourth with the highest scoring in the NBA. You have Kobe, of course, with his 81. And then you have Walt, of course, with his 100. And then he had 78. So it's like for you to do that and make amazing stats it's just all great things. It's so positive. I'm like stuck from words because it's like, oh my gosh, like for you to get 73 and a crazy thing, he had 41 in the first half, guys. Like 41 points, so you already know that he was starting to cook. And then the crazy thing was Jason Kidd, their coach, he was kind of like, the plan was basically, he was the plan. Luka was the plan. And that's all y'all needed. As long as y'all had Luka, y'all were good because he's just a great player and he's super humble about it. And I love that for him. So it's like big ups to you for like getting those 73 points. That is a lot of points. And it wasn't like he was just being a selfish player. People was passing him the ball. He was rebounding. He was still playing defense. He was still being aggressive. And he was still like making assists happen. So he was like 3 assists away from a triple-double. So I know Jason Kidd, he was kind of like, he's probably beating himself up in the locker room right now because he didn't get 3 more assists to get the triple-double. But it's like for you to get those stats, that's immaculate. Like, I love to see that. And then the next person we're going to talk about on the Mavs, and that's going to be Josh Green, going off for 21 points, and then he had 4 assists. So it's like big ups to you for stepping up next. You know, like I said, there was no Kyrie, so you was next in line, and you did what needed to be done. And y'all got the win. So let's just head to Atlanta. Y'all already know how I feel about Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta needs some help. But the thing about Atlanta, they led in the first quarter. So it wasn't like it was just a total blowout game. They only lost by 5 points. But it's just like they just have to have more defense when it comes to the game. And I just tell y'all all the time, I just feel like Trae Young, he needs some help. But he ended up finishing with 30 points. He had 11 assists, and he said their goal basically was to trap Luka, but that did not work for them, as y'all see. Like, that's the obvious. But to me, they just need help. Trae Young needs help. He needs a team built around him. The people that's there, I don't know if that's really working right now. He needs some big man to help him out, and that's just really all I have to say about Atlanta. And then the next person I want to talk about, and that's going to be Johnson. He finished with 25 points, and he fouled out at the end of the game. So it's just like I said, I feel like defense needs to be played. I feel like Atlanta needs rebuilding. And then it's just like at the end of the day, Luka's a good player. Like, so it's like you can't take that away from him. These stats aren't surprising. So it was like this week has just been crazy with players. You had Luka with 73. You had Cat with 62. You had Joel with 70. It's like, where are these numbers coming from all in one week? So now we're going to head into the Suns, and we're going to talk about Devin Booker. But the upsetting part is the Suns lost 133 to 131. The Pacers taking it. They did not have Tyrese Halliburton, but it didn't even matter because their starters stepped up. The whole team, not even just the starters, but everybody stepped up. They had Siakam, 31 points. He had 7 rebounds, and that was enough. But I feel like the player of the game is topping. He ended up finishing, he had 23 points, and then he had 11 rebounds. He hit a clutch shot at the end, which kind of sent the Pacers over the top. And he was saying, like, I ain't gonna say he was talking noise because it wasn't like that, but he was like, he felt like this was the worst quarter for the Suns, like, that they had, because it was like the Pacers stopped the Suns 17 points. They only scored 17 points the whole fourth quarter. They went 40, 40, 34. Like, for y'all to have these incredible numbers, quarters 1 through 3, and then it's like y'all play like that in the fourth, it's like, what happened? And you know what happened? The Pacers just wanted it more. And it showed. It definitely showed on the court. And it was like, for the Pacers to be down by 17 points, them to come back, they, outscored the Suns. And they were also down at halftime. It was 80-70. And it's like, dang, 80 points at halftime. So it's like, the Suns was cooking, but it's just, once again, the lack of defense when it comes to them. It's like they start off so hot, but then it's like the energy just dies down every time in the fourth quarter. And I just feel like the fourth quarter is just like the end show. It's like when you're supposed to come alive. And I just don't think that happened with the Suns. So we're just going to talk about Devin Booker. He went off for 62 points and then he had 5 rebounds. So it's like, big ups to you for getting these numbers. It just was not enough to win the game. So it's like, it's always a sucky moment where it's like, okay, I did such a great job. These are shots that I've always taken. And then it's like, we got the loss. We got the loss. And he said the same thing. He was like, I take these shots all the time. It's just the defense. Like, we have to work on the defense. So it's like, you know what the problem is. Somebody on the Suns, like, have to step up and be like, we got to play defense. Somebody got to play defense. Like, are y'all not going to make it far? And then this basically brought them to because they were winning. They had 7 games that they won in a row. So now they lost with this game. So breaking that winning streak. And then the next person, y'all already know, is going to be KD. He finished with 20 points. He had 7 rebounds. And then he had 6 assists. And he was the next player in line. And like I said, I feel like the Suns will be okay if they play defense. I tell y'all, defense wins games. I tell y'all, with the Suns, they have to stay strong in that last quarter. Like I said, I don't know if it's just the energy. It just dies down. I'm not sure what it is, but they have to keep that high pace. And it's like, for y'all to only have 17 points in the fourth quarter, it just shows a lot. It just shows the Pacers wanted it. They put that defense on y'all. And that's just it, y'all. That's all I have. I don't even know what else to say besides that. But y'all, those are the 2 games that I wanted to talk about. I feel like everybody had incredible numbers this week. Like I said, Joel with his 70, Luka 73, Kat, I think I said 62, and then Devin Booker with 62 as well. So it's like, big ups to all of you players for doing y'all big one. Like, putting it on for the court, putting it on for the NBA, and I love to see that. That's just like greatness to me. But y'all, that's all I had. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I need y'all to be productive. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so y'all can be alerted when I post. Once again, I'm TB. Peace out. Bye.